Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and this is my first update to my 25 in 2025. About 3 months ago I filmed my intro video and I introduced 25 makeup items that I want to finish this year. I'm really excited about today's update because I do have one empty, I have one almost empty, I also have one declutter and one replacement item. I've only got 2 products where I've got no progress to share and 23 items where I've got a decent amount of progress. Let's get cracking. I've put 4 primers into this project and I would like to finish all of them. And this first one here is the Bare Minerals primer. It's called Prime Time Original Foundation Primer. I quite like it. It's silicone based, but yeah, I've had it for a while. It is my oldest primer, but I have a little bit of progress on here. Almost 1 gram's worth of progress. But this hasn't been a priority, but I know I will get to it later in the year. Next is my Catrice mattifying primer. I've got really good progress on this one. This has been a priority. And as you can see, I've cut into it. I'm almost done with the lid of it. It's just a teeny tiny bit left here. And then there's still quite a bit in here, but I couldn't get anything out anymore, so I had to cut into it. I've got a really good weight difference on this one. I'm super happy with this and I think this could be an empty for next time. Then I've got this really moisturizing Alverde primer here. I've got a little bit of progress here, exactly 2 grams. And you can see the progress lines here, so a tiny little bit. This expires in May, so I think once the Catrice is done, this will be a really good one, especially now that my skin is still a lot drier while it's colder, while we've got the heating on a lot more. I think it'd be smart to roll this one out. And then my final primer is this Revolution Radiant Peach Primer Brightening. I've also got almost 1 gram's worth of progress on here, exactly the same as the Bare Minerals primer. I'm holding off using this because I think this is a really good one for the summer. It can stand on its own, maybe just with a little bit of concealer here and there. I love it for that. Yeah, it's mattifying, it's brightening, it does have that peachy tone in it. It's really nice actually. It was in an advent calendar, so I don't think I would have necessarily bought it, but I may consider repurchasing it once it's done. Next up is my 2 foundations that I brought in here, and the first one is one of the products that I haven't touched since my intro, and this is the Arbonne Perfect Liquid Foundation in Deep Beige. I use this as a mixer and I haven't needed to do that yet. I think this won't happen until maybe I finish the other one that's still in here, or at least until the summer, once I've maybe gone a little bit more tanned and I would need to concoct a little bit to bring the shade down, make it deeper. So no weight difference on here, still at 38.3 grams. Then I've got my PS My Perfect Color Illuminating Foundation here in the shade Nougat, and I'm loving the progress on here. Look at this. It's so satisfying to me that this pump is doing a really good job with this foundation, just being like kind of clean in terms of pumping this product out, so we can really see the progress on here. And I've used this daily. Sometimes I reapply throughout the day, and I've used exactly 13 grams of this product. I'm very happy with this. I'm confident I can finish it this year, hopefully by the summer maybe. If this is 3 months, because it was brand new, maybe another 5 months, which would bring me to July, let's say August to be on the safe side, because you know, I may be having a lot of makeup days where I'm just using this type of primer and just a small amount of foundation. It might not be such a good shade match anymore. This is the second one of this exact foundation that I'm panning, but I do think that I did a little bit of mixing before in the previous bottle, and that accounted for not having this clean going down, you know, the clean usage on here. So I don't want to do that with this one. I can always bronze up my face if I need to, but yeah, maybe July. Before we get into my 2 cream blushes, I want to show you my concealer. There's not a lot to see, but there is some weight difference on here. This is the XX Revolution Concealer in CX2. I'm only using a very small amount of this, but still at least once a day. And I've got 2.2 grams of progress on here. You can see a tiny little bit of windowing now, but yeah, there's still a lot in here. I hope I can do it. And here's my first blush. This is the Fenty Matchsticks in Ridic. And here's where I am with this. There's still so much in here. I've only got 0.1 grams worth of progress, but at least I've used it. It is a bit more on the solid side. I don't know if that's down to its age. I'm not sure how old it is. This was a declutter, but I've been teaming it with this illuminating stick by Dr. Hauschka, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. And I put this one on first because it's very emollient, and then this one on top, and that helps to glide on the product better. And I do 2 swipes on each cheek. It's very lovely. Much faster and easier to apply than this one here. So this is my other cream blush, and it's the PS Cream Blusher in the shade Rose. Got this one from Ruth actually, who I'm going to link down below. This one's got such a funny pan. I mean, look at this. This is my main cream blush now. I've got decent progress on here, 1.5 grams, but this pan is just so bizarre. What is going on there? I have no idea. And I think this is part of the motivation for me to really like pan this and go for it, because I'm just so curious to find out what's underneath this. There seems to be some sort of plastic there, but then you know where you can see those holes at the top and at the bottom, there's nothing extra other than this pink plastic that you're seeing here. It's so strange to me. If you've ever panned one of these, let me know what is underneath there. I'm honestly so curious to find out. I'm wearing this today. I need to dip into this 3 times per cheek, so I definitely have to build it up. And even today, and I know like the camera washes it out quite a bit, I had to go in with a Milani powder blush in Dolce Pink just to, you know, make it show up a little bit more. But yeah, you can use it on its own. It's lovely, but yeah, on its own during the day, for filming, for evenings, definitely with a topper. And here's the Dr. Hauschka illuminator that I already mentioned that I like wearing in conjunction with the Fenty blush stick. And here is where I am with this. And if I go down to the plastic, then I am here. I've now rolled it all the way down so you can see, because this was flush when I rolled it in, flush with the packaging. It's a clean brand. It's got a lovely fresh scent on it. Some kind of spa scent. Very earthy, grassy as well. This expires in September, so I also want to move this out as fast as possible. It's also a lip product. I've also put 2 face powders into this project, and the first one is a loose powder, and this is by H&M, and it's called Seamless Setting Powder in the shade Light. You won't be able to see much progress on here. There's a little bit of a weight difference of just 0.6 grams. I've only really been using this powder on the go, not too many times when I've been at home, but I'm very close on the other one here, a pressed powder, and once this is done, I'm going to move on to this one, to the H&M loose powder. And now this is my PS foundation pressed powder in Nougat, so it's matching the foundation that I already showed you. It already had pan when I introed this, but look at it now. I think I'm getting quite close to having to repress this. I'm still able to pick up enough product for the time being, but I think, yeah, very soon I'm just gonna want to repress this. I might be able to have this done for the next update. That obviously depends on when I film my next update. I don't think I'll do another one in a month. I'll probably wait at least another 2 months, but if I've got a lot of empties, I'm gonna want to film another update sooner than that. And then I rolled 5 cream eyeshadows into this project as well. I'm gonna have to get a move on with these. I was working on a 6th one from another project, and then I thought, no, stop it. What are you doing? Come and focus on the 5 that you're actually wanting to finish from this lot here. And I'm very close, so close on this one here. And this is by H&M. It's the Make It Easy eyeshadow pen in Lavender Flush. I'm wearing this in conjunction with my Pan That palette, which is the Barry M Black Cherry palette. Actually, I'm wearing this today, and I've got a reddish pink shimmer on top. I love this combination. And here is where I am. I think this is probably only 1, at the most, 2 more applications before this becomes really uncomfortable, and that's what I'm going to call it. I do still hold on to the scraps in here, and then I concoct them into something else, which, you know, guess what? That's one of the 5 products. So I'm going to show you that one next. So this contains scraps of whatever I finished last year and whatever broke off from eyeshadow pens last year as well. So I think there's about 5 different eyeshadow pens in here. So it's a lovely Franken, sort of taupey, but there's a bit of purple in there as well. And I've got a weight difference here of just 0.1 grams, but I've started to use this a little bit now. Initially I was going in there with my finger and I thought that was such a hassle, and then I decided to just use an eyeshadow brush. Yeah, but like, you know, a flat one, like a smaller one. So that is making the application so much easier. I've done that twice now and I can see the progress in here a lot more. Obviously I'm wasting a little bit more product that way, but these are literally scraps that, you know, unless you're a panner, you would have tossed that. So I'm happy with this type of application. And I would imagine there'll be some more progress in my next update, a lot more than just 0.1 gram. My next 3 eyeshadow pens are all from Ruth, who I've already linked down below for you. Make sure you check her out. And this is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Eye Color in Terra. And I've got a little bit of progress on here as well. You can hear it's really quite wobbly in here, but you know, it's holding up so far. I'm not sure I'm loving the formula. I think I already mentioned it in my intro. My favorite formula is the H&M and the Vive, and also Laura Mercier, but I finished that one already last year. I've got a weight difference of 0.7 grams on here. Obviously this is an item that I need to sharpen, and I definitely had to do that once, maybe twice, probably just once. But yeah, obviously the weight difference on these is different to those twisty ones because I don't sharpen anything. And this is the Vive in Silver Mink, and I've got 0.2 grams worth of progress on here. And there's not too much left. This is it rolled all the way up to the plastic bit. Goes a little bit further. Oh no, hang on. I think that's wanting to jump out. Okay, let's just be very careful here. You'll be seeing the markings on the page in my panning journal once I've sorted this out again. But yeah, there's a difference here, just 0.2 grams, but I've used it a few times. And this is one that I've just sort of rolled back into my daily makeup drawer because I said, no, I need to stop using the other e.l.f. and this one is Perfect Pearl, and there's so much on here. This is the most amount of product I've got, other than the Franken pot there probably. But look at this. Oh, maybe it's a little bit less than it was in the intro already. Not a lot of difference, also just 0.1 gram, but I think I can do it. This next category has seen a lot of change over the past couple of weeks, and I'm very excited to show you. The first item is my empty, so I'm talking about my eyeshadow pens here, and this is the Art Deco, just a waterproof black eye pencil. Here's what I have left. I can't sharpen this anymore because this is twisting. Technically, I think in terms of the length, I would still be able to sharpen it, but I can't get a grip on it anymore because it's doing this. And it's too flat now for me to still tight line with this without scratching my eyes. No, thank you. So this is done, and it just weighs 0.9 grams less than it did in my intro. But it's my first empty, so I'm down to 24 items now. Then I've got this one here, also from Ruth, and it's the Maybelline Soft Bronze. It's just their like gel pencil tattoo liner, yes. Here it is, and I've got a little bit of progress on here as well. 0.4 grams less. I think I sharpened this once. Next is a declutter. Another Maybelline brown pencil. This is the Line Refine Expression Kajal, or Kajal, whichever way you want to say it, in 38 brown. In German we say Kajal, and that is the word we say for eye pencil, yeah. Anyway, I am calling this one quits. I am going to get rid of this one. This has caused me irritation on my eyes. It started off a little bit and then I stopped using it. You know, I stopped using everything for a couple of days. I just wanted to calm it down and then figure out by reintroducing it what is causing this. This was the culprit. So no thank you. I looked up when I bought this. I think it was like 3 years ago. I bought this at the beginning of April 2022. So yeah, coming up to 3 years. Maybe some other ones last longer, not this one though. So I'll bring in a replacement for it, but I'm going to show you one other eye pencil first. And this is another one from Ruth, and this is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Eye Pencil in Deep Violet. I also have a bit of progress on here, not too much. I only use it on half of my lower lash line. 0.3 grams, but yeah, a little bit. And because I felt, well, actually, the only 2 eye pencils left now are these 2, the LA Girl Purple and the Bronze Maybelline one. And I use both of them on my lower lash line. So I brought the only other eye pencil in that I've still got in my collection, and it's this one here by P2, and it's the Intensive Kohl Eyeliner in 010 Dramatic Japan. It's got a little spongy here that I don't really use. And then here it is. I have just sharpened it for you. It was really, you know, due sharpen. I'm wearing this today already. I've started using this already anyway, because once that all calmed down again, I wanted an eye pencil for my upper waterline again anyway. So this weighs in at 5.0 grams exactly. And that's with this cap on, and I weighed this on its own in case I lose it, because I want to know, and this cap weighs exactly 0.93 grams. Only 4 more products left to show you, and they are all lip products. 3 of them are glosses and 1 lipstick. Here's my second item where I've got no progress to share yet. I know I've used it, but it's just not enough to show up on the scales. And this is the Mina, the lipstick in the shade 257. It's super pretty. I love the scent on this. It's very similar to the L'Oreal Blake's Pure Red scent as well. I just like it a lot. Still at 39.5 grams. I've got a teeny tiny bit of progress on this Note Mineral Lip Gloss here in Coraline. There is some windowing, although it just really depends on how you're storing it. But I've got 0.1 grams worth of difference. And then I've got this sparkly Revolution lip gloss here. It's called Shimmer Bomb in Sparkle Pink. Hard to show, but there's not a lot inside here anymore. Everything that you're seeing is just what's clinging onto the walls. I am wearing this today on its own without a lip liner. Yeah, don't do that very often. I try to, you know, multitask just use more than 1 lip product, but tripod in the way of my drawer, and actually I quite like it. Maybe I will repeat that. Yeah, I have got exactly 1 gram's worth of progress on here, and I think I can also have this done quite soon. And my final item is this Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss here in the shade Sugar Baby. I think I've got really nice progress on here, and I've used up 0.9 grams worth of product. Quite a lot from what you can see, I think. I think I might use this up a lot faster than I want to, but yeah, it's just so lovely, and it's in my handbag, so it's my go-to reapplication lip balm, lip gloss rather, and it just always works, you know, with anything. It's such a sheer color as well. It doesn't stick too much. I really like it. I would totally repurchase it. And that was that. So down to 24 items, obviously 1 declutter, but I brought another eye pencil in. I really hope that's not gonna happen again. Obviously, this is a lot more product than I had in here, but it's only February. I really do think I can do it. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I hope you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And other than that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.